Hello. Yeah, I can hear myself now. Good. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Hello. There we go. Okay. Give me a second. I'll be right back. 1 second. And yes, the new Model Actriz album is quite good. Quite good. It's probably my second favorite of the year. The only thing that defeats it is Live at Bush Hall by Black Country New Road. So, yep. Looks like someone's here. I'm assuming that's Rudy. Hello, Rudy, if that's Rudy. But I'll be right back. Give me a sec. All right, I'm back. There's no one here. It's too bad. Let me delete the other stream. I noticed a bunch of my streams just don't have me in the thumbnail. And I feel like that's fitting because I don't know if you ever see those live streams and it's like your way. Be here in a bit and you just see an empty room. I don't know. It just kind of what makes me think of it. And it seems fitting. I got to admit. So, yeah. Hello, Rudy. How you doing? Oh, and also, hold on. This is the album. Oh, you should check this out, by the way. Model Actriz. The album's called Dog's Body. And yes, that is a pee-pee on the cover. It's a dildo. Which is interesting. And if you're saying, no, it's not a dildo, it's how you either cover a dirty mind. Well, yep, it's a dildo on the cover. Yep. But it's a good album, though. Really good. You should check it out. Model Actriz, Dog's Body. It's really good. Oh, and also, I actually got 2 new movies. I got The Wicker Man from 1973 and also The Iron Giant. It's pretty cool. This is one of my favorite movies as a kid. And Wicker Man, 1973, not the crappy Nicolas Cage one. This is the one from 1973, the original one. And it's one of my favorite horror movies. Yeah. That's good. Glad to hear you're good. Mm-hmm. Anything happen? Anything new? Yeah. Nice. I know The Iron Giant was directed by the same guy who directed The Incredibles. Yeah, and he also made Ratatouille and Incredibles too. I don't know what else he did. Yeah, Brad Bird. This thing's all tangled up. Let get that off. Maybe this will make it better. No. Hold on 1 second. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm finally back. Finally for good this time. Oh yeah. All right. There we go. All right. Here, Parker. Here, Weston. Here, Weston. Oh, there you go. There you go. No, the rest of my blankets. All right. Yeah. What did I miss? Probably nothing. Just me sitting in a chair. Who's that? Marjorie and Tay. Whatever happened to Chris Rogers from West Virginia? Or William the Real Deal? Oh, I don't know. I think sure he still uploads, doesn't he? Let's see. This is his most recent video. 1 year ago, huh? I don't know. I can email him though. See if he's all right. Real deal. Let me see. One day ago. Well, Real Deal Entertainment. He just uploaded a video a day ago. We're listening to Linkin Park's Reanimation and Limp Bizkit's Unquestionable Truth. It's awesome, man. Marilyn Manson, Boards of Canada, Nine Inch Nails, and Deftones. I've been listening to a lot of Nine Inch Nails, Boards of Canada, and Deftones recently, so it's interesting you brought that up. Okay, let's see here. I'm not sure who Chris Rogers is. I'm not sure who that is. Oh, Chris Rogers. Is that his real name? Okay. Yeah, because I remember his name was Chris. It's been a while since that. Been involved in that stream, though. Any metalcore albums I should listen to in the future? Well, check out the Dillinger Escape Plan. They're probably my favorite metalcore band. I love their EP, Irony is a Dead Scene, and also their album One of Us is the Killer is also really great. I like the album Jane Doe by Converge. That's generally regarded as like the best metalcore album ever. But I think the screams might be a bit too much for people just because they're so high pitched. They're really impressive screams, but I can imagine the album might be a bit too abrasive for some people, but it's really good. It's one of my favorite metalcore albums. And the last song, Jane Doe, is one of my favorite metal songs. Let's see, what else is there? You know, Oxidized, a Scottish, no, it's the name of the album, sorry. The group's called Frontier or something. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. They have a really good album called Oxidized. That I like a lot. I could probably type it in. It might be kind of hard to remember. My bad. Yeah, I'm disgusting. I'm sorry. There you go. And also Botch. Their album "We Are the Romans" is pretty good, and they also have an EP that's pretty good too, called an anthology of dead ends. Yeah. Also, of course, Between the Buried and Me's album "Colors" is really good, and a group called The Armed has a really good album called Untitled, and there's also a really good album by a group called Vane, now known as Vane.fm, called Arizona. That's quite good as well. Look at what we did together, BC and our friends forever. There's also one other metalcore album I'm listening to lately. It's also kind of a new metal album too. It's a Mind Waiting to Die by Graphic Nature. Oh, and then also another album by a Danish metalcore band called Eyes. The album's called Congratulations. Mm-hmm. I had my volume turned down. Whatever happened to Chris Rogers? Yeah, I looked it up. He hasn't uploaded anything in a year, but I saw that he just made a tweet a couple days ago. So he's fine. Maybe he just didn't want to do YouTube anymore or something. But I saw Real Deal Entertain is still uploading. I don't know. I don't really want to go into other people's business. I thought they were pretty nice people. I thought they were pretty friendly, and I don't have anything against them. So I don't think that. And I mean, if they did do something really bad, I mean, they didn't do anything bad as far as I know. But if I'm saying if something comes up, obviously I would say I'd probably have the distance from them. But I thought they seemed like nice people. They seem like good people. So they're friendly and stuff like that. And I enjoyed doing the Down and Derpy podcast thing with them. So. Okay, you're welcome. Zach Hill really nailed the drums on Team Sleep. Yeah, I think they were nice and cool too. It's just that when I didn't see Chris for a while, specifically with whatever he said was going on, I just was worried. Well, yeah, if you look, there's if you look at Darkman 430 on Twitter, he just made a reply to someone a couple of days ago, so he's fine. Mm-hmm. I can send him an email too if you'd like. I have his email, so I'm obviously not going to give it away. It's not wrong, but I'm just happy they're still alive. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Unfortunately, Chloe Clive, though, she was the one woman that was on there. Unfortunately, she did pass away. Unfortunately, I think in 2020. Unfortunately, which is It's unfortunate. I thought she was really nice, really nice person. She seemed like she was going through a lot, and it really made me sad to see her pass away. Who's your favorite metal band of all time? Probably Nine Inch Nails, if you can consider them a metal band. Probably Nine Inch Nails. So they're more rock than they are metal. But if it's not Nine Inch Nails, then maybe I don't know. Let me think. If I had to pick a group other than Nine Inch Nails, well, Ulver is really only one that started out as a metal band. Now they're electronic. So I don't know if you don't count them either. Then I guess Rage Against the Machine. But Nine Inch Nails for sure, my number one. If you don't count Nine Inch Nails, then Ulver. If you don't count Ulver, then it's Rage Against the Machine. All right. I'm a Chris fan too, and was just hoping he was okay. I totally remember Down Under. Yeah. You remember me on it? All right. Favorite track from Fish Whisperer. My favorite is probably the title track, Fish Whisperer. And I've noticed a bunch of people call it Fish Whisperer. And I always called it Can Opener's Notebook, but I don't know. But Fish Whisperer is probably my favorite off of it. But I really like the song You're Not a Real Musician. That's, I think, one of the more underrated songs. And that's, as I said, the song I want to cover. And I also really like the song Yak Song. Let's see, I really like Good Grief. That's also one of my girlfriend's. I'm sorry. That's all right. That's my girlfriend's favorite song from the album is Good Grief, because I should have her listen to the album too. And what other songs do I like? I like Typewriter. And I also like the song I Still Got Something to Teach You, although I do think it's one of the more underrated songs, but I do enjoy it. And it was one of the ones released as a single, I think. And I also like the song Angelfish quite a lot. I think she does punk pretty well, I think. Yeah. All right. What was your favorite song off of it? The Yak song? Oh, yeah, that's a good song. I really like the one part in the middle where it goes in that one like abrasive break beat kind of break. Well, not more like break. I don't know, like that really abrasive like drum and bass break beat part. I think I like that part more than the chorus. I think that part's really good on it. Yeah, Yak song is definitely one of the best off of it. Yeah, I love Yak song. And also, I don't know if you'll get offended if I say this. Were you ever a brony? Just because it's an MLP themed album. I mean, I enjoy it. I'm not a brony. Like I said, I used to be, but I enjoy her music anyway. But were you ever a brony? If you don't want to say, then that's all right. But I'm not afraid to admit I used to be a brony. And I guess you don't need to be a brony in order to like the album. So. No. Which Beck album I should listen to after, since I listened to Mellow, Gold, and Odelay. This is one album we did. I'm trying to remember. I think it's called Sea Change. That album's really good. Sea Change. That's probably my second favorite by him. Sea Change. And then what good albums does he have? I'm weird. Quite weird sometimes. I have to admit. Well, his album Midnight Vultures is also pretty good. That's probably my third favorite. And Mutations, pretty good. And Beck's pretty musically diverse, man. His music's also can make you laugh sometimes. I like how his music is so humorous. Favorite track from Deftones, Diamond Eyes? Probably Sex Tape. That song's really beautiful, I think. Yeah, it's a really good song. And I think like Deftones is really good at writing sexy love songs too. I think it's probably what that song is. I probably need to listen to the lyrics. And it has a really, really, really beautiful mood that I think fits that kind of sexy sound. I think. I don't know if it's weird me saying that. But I don't know. Especially Risk. New Girls album was okay. I didn't listen to it. I'm probably gonna go check it out though. I did expect it to be decent at least though, because I thought Song Machine was pretty good. I think Gorillaz has kind of dropped a lot of not so great albums recently though, I gotta admit. But I thought Song Machine was decent. I thought Humans was garbage, bro. I didn't like Humans at all. I didn't really care much for Now either, though. But I thought Humans was garbo. That's just me, though. If you like it, that's all right. That's all right if you like it. I personally did not. That's just me, though. I think Humans is their worst, personally. The first 3 albums are god tier. Yeah, Demon Days is definitely their best album. I think their best track, though, is The Thing. And Plastic Beach is really good. And the first Grell albums is good, but I think I might prefer Song Machine over the album Gorillaz. Yeah, I think I prefer Song Machine over their first album. But Demon Days and Plastic Beach blow Song Machine out of the water, I think, in my opinion, at least. That's just me. Mm-hmm. Melancholy Hill, by the way, is a freaking fantastic song. I like that song's better off of every song off of Demon Days, I think. Up on Melancholy Hill, there's a plastic tree. It's been a while since I listened to. I gotta go binge a bunch of Gorillaz stuff. I think, at least. I don't know if you have a differing opinion, but I think I need to binge a bunch of Gorillaz stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Up on Melancholy Hill, there's a plastic tree. My name is Ty. And I'm a guy. My name is Ty. And I eat fries. And I'm a guy. I'm being weird. I'm being cringe. I love the songs, especially White Flag and the title track, Plastic Beach. That's pretty cool. Including Rhinestone Eyes. Yeah, Rhinestone Eyes is really good. Melancholy Hill. Blip, 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 blip. Cack. My name is Ty. Ever listened to Metallica's Kill 'Em All? Yeah, listened to it a few times. Yeah, that's actually my dad's favorite Metallica album. It's probably my fourth favorite album they did. It's pretty good. My favorite is Master of Puppets, then Ride the Lightning, then Injustice for All, and then Kill 'Em All. My favorite song they did, though, is probably One, just from Injustice for All. Yeah, One's a really good song. You should also check out the album Dog's Body by Model Actriz. I can type it in if you need me to. Hold on. Really good album. It's the one I showed you, the one that has the on it. I'm strange sometimes. Go listen to it soon. It's really good. Oh, did you check out Carousel, by the way? Since you listened to Can Opener's Notebook, did you check out Carousel as well? I don't think Carousel is quite as good, but I think it's still pretty good. Well, I gotta call it Fish Whisperer, because that's what people call it. Since you listen to Fish Whisperer, did you ever check out Carousel? Not yet. Yeah, Carousel's pretty good. I'm gonna listen to it this weekend. Yeah, sounds good. It's high, very, very EDM influence, and it even has bro step, dubstep, songs on it. But I don't know if that's. I'm sure that's not for everyone. Like Fish Whisperer seemed to be in a lot more indie theme. I feel like that sound really worked with her. I think the song Yak Song had a bit of dubstep in it though. And that's like it makes sense that she would do dubstep because that's basically just, it seems like that's a trend I remember back in the day with MLP artists. So. I wonder why it was MLP that had so much music based off of it, out of all the fandoms. Why it's kind of interesting that MLP was the one that had a bunch of artists make music for it. Also, re-listened to Deftones' Koi no Yoken. That's my second favorite Deftones album. That album was quite good. It's a really good album. I'm sorry. What did you think of Koi no Yoken? Did you re-listen to it again? Oh, and one other artist I should recommend to you. I wouldn't really say he's a friend of mine because I guess he's not a friend. But and I don't really even know him that well, but I've just talked to him a few times. But he actually I wouldn't say he's very popular, but he has enough. He's obviously popular enough that he sells merch and all this other stuff. Is New Pink. He did an album. But I'm sorry, I don't know if that's nothing is really known about this person. I'm not sure. Sorry for throwing around things. Maybe they don't go. I'm not sure what they, but just in case. Anyway, so New Pink, they dropped a new album that's really good. And it is called "This Town Is Deaf" is the name of it. And they have like a punk and electronic kind of sound. They have a sound that's very, very unique. That's very distinct to their own style. But my favorite release that they did is called hold on, Heaven's Waiting Room. It's the name of it. But it's very different than the other releases. It's ambient and instrumental, but I think it's quite good as well. Yeah, just what I mean when I said that I'm not really friends with this person, but I've talked to them a few times. Just that they follow me on Rate Your Music, and I've messaged them a few times, and they've messaged me back. And I've just chatted them a few times. So, but they're a pretty cool guy. I think they're a pretty cool person. So. Quite a good. Yeah, you can listen to both. I can imagine This Town Is Deaf would probably be more up your alley. because it's more influenced by metal and electronic and punk and all this other stuff. And I was waiting for ambient and electronic psychedelia release. It's instrumental, but I think Heaven's Waiting Room is their best, in my opinion, at least. It's also an EP, 15-minute EP. Nice, gonna check that later. Also, ever listened to Saturday Night Wrist? Yeah, I've listened to all of Deftones' album. That Saturday Night Wrist is pretty good. I would say maybe it's so. My favorite is White Pony, then Koi no Yoken, and then probably Around the Fur, then probably Diamond Eyes, and probably Ohms, and then probably Saturday Night Wrist. Gotta say. And their worst by far, by the way, is Gore. That album is okay. It's okay. Not the best. Yeah, Gore was quite disappointing, I must admit. Yeah, it's not great. Gore isn't great. It doesn't suck, but it's definitely their weakest in my eyes. My name is Time, I'm a guy. I'm gonna listen to Saturday Night Wrist tomorrow. Sounds good. My name is Ty. System of a Down doesn't have a bad album in my thoughts. You know, they've also been a group I've been listening to a lot lately. I've been listening to Toxicity quite a lot. It's mainly just because I'm going to review it. But it's really good album. Like, I feel like there might be some people that will say, that's just something that you listen to when you're a kid, when you like metal and you move into something else. No, Toxicity's fucking great, bro. It's a great album. It's one of the best in alternative metal. And Surge is a insanely good vocalist. He's one of the most unique vocalists in metal, I think. Like, he's almost like he's kind of almost like the Jello Biafra of metal. I don't know, because I don't know, I think Jello Biafra from Dead Kennedys has a really, really, really unique vocal performance. I can maybe see some people not for it, but Surge has kind of a similar vocal performance as him, but I would say probably Surge is probably a better vocalist overall, but they're both just really good vocalists. I don't know. Like, his vocals aren't my bit. My second favorite, though, is probably self-titled. My least favorite is Steal This Album, which I think is just a bunch of unreleased songs from Toxicity. I think the group themselves, I think a bunch of the members consider it their best, though, but I personally don't. I think I've only listened to Steal This Album once, though. And then all the members are Armenian. Did you know that? Well, I think only one of the members was born in Armenia. I think two of the members were born in Lebanon. One was born in America. And then yeah. But they're all have Armenian ancestry or something like that, yeah. It's interesting, though, that they all met in California. They all were I don't know. It's just kind of interesting that happened. I think, at least. And then they all have the same left-wing political views, except for the drummer. I think the drummer is a Republican Trump supporter guy. And I think he's actually gotten into it. He actually got into a heated argument with Serge on Instagram at one point over their political beliefs. At one point, I think. See you later, Zach. See ya. See you, Rudy. See ya. I'm weird sometimes. All right, looks like we're going to end the stream soon. It looks like nobody's watching anymore. It's good talking to you guys. All right. Bye.